Hello everyone, it's Margaret here with 60andMe. Thank you for joining me today. It is a beautiful spring morning. The sun is shining. It's a perfect day to share with you some makeup that I have been purchasing over the last month. As you know, I live in Switzerland, and so I'm not able to get a lot of these amazing new products that are coming out in the United States and Canada. And so I order and use a freight forwarding company, and I have got a huge box of things that I've been gathering up, and I've been putting them in this box thinking, oh, one day I'm going to share all these with people that I love and know still love makeup and skincare beauty products. There is an assortment. I'm not serious. There's just so much here, but I want to share with you some of the treasures that I've found, and I've got some of them on. Most are ones that I've just purchased because I really wanted to try them, and I don't think there's anything in this box that I'm not happy with. Nothing that I've been disappointed with. But I'm going to start with eyes and an eye cream because, you know, it's like it's an elusive search, right, for an eye cream that's going to work for older eyes. My eyes are 73 years old, and so they have got wrinkles and they've got, you know, creases, and it doesn't matter how much, you know, it doesn't matter what concealer or how much concealer or how little concealer I used. It doesn't really matter at all. It's going to gather in the fine lines, and the only way that I can really deal with it, as I've discovered, is with cream, and to make sure that your eyes, under your eyes, are really, really hydrated. And I've got a number of eye creams. I purchased several from a company called ladymakeup.com and also makeup.ch, where I can get things from Eastern Europe. They seem to have a sensibility about really good moisturizing creams, but I found this one called Japan Lift, and I think it is from Japan, and it is, okay, so far, in my opinion, the best eye cream, under eye cream that I've used, and I really, really love it. I want to share it with you. It says that it's anti-wrinkle eye cream, intensively moisturizing, and this one I did actually get from, I believe, from an Eastern European company, not from the States, but I think you can get this on Amazon. It was sold out, that's right, it was sold out on Amazon everywhere, and I managed to order it here. They also do face cream. So Japan Lift, the company is Bylenda. I will put all the details in the section below, and I do want to say something about links, because I unlike many bloggers who are doing beauty products, I do not link to affiliate links. In other words, I don't make any commission from any product that I mention or that I link below. You'll find that most of the bloggers who take the time to put an actual link underneath in the description below are just honestly wanting you to purchase it because they will make a commission from it. So I'm going to list the products, but I won't do a link. You'll have to hunt them out yourself, and in many cases that's for the best because you can get them from a number of sources. So this one, Japan Lift, great eye cream. I love it. I've been using it. I've got it on today, and it's just hard to quantify how good a particular eye cream is, but for me that works. Okay, I found another really beautiful, there's another cream in here somewhere, but I'm just going to randomly pick things. I think that's the best thing to do. So, okay, in terms of foundations, Lift and Illuminate has been one of my number 7 favorites. Boots the Chemist in the UK, but I do get this from the States, and this is number 7, and this is Lift and Illuminate. It says it's a triple action serum for a foundation, and I adore this one. However, they've come out with a new one, which I understand is for the slightly older skin. Now, the Lift and Illuminate is for up to, I think, 55 or 60 years old, but they've come up with this other one called Restore and Renew, and this is for older skin, over 60. Now, it's slightly more matte. It's not as hydrating in my experience. It's called, it says a multi-action serum foundation, but between the two of them, both beautiful products, by the way, adorable for older skin. The Restore and Renew seems a little more matte, but both are great, and I'm so happy that I have them in my collection. I've decided now that I'm not going to go too crazy with lots of foundations. I'm just going to use the ones that I know work for me, and the number 7 line has a color with undertone, which is a little bit cool, gray, like all their foundations seem to be a little cooler, which is what my skin is. And I think the way that a lot of women's skin goes is not so much the color, but the undertone, it become more dull. So those serum foundations really help. And my color is cool beige. Okay, I'm picking up random things here, but this is another one that I absolutely love. It's from NYX. It's an eyeliner. Now, it's called an ink liner, and it says, that's what it's called, Epic Ink Liner. It's brown. I love a brown eyeliner, and I am wearing that today. I don't know whether you can notice because I haven't actually put it on super, super thick, but it's got a lovely pointed tip. Okay, if you can see that. Very, very nice. And it doesn't, when you put it on, it doesn't like grab or separate. It stays really lovely. And the reason I purchased this one and the reason I went to all the trouble of ordering it from the States was it's brown. And finding brown eyeliners, like these kinds of felt tip liners that are super, super thin, it was tricky. So I decided to get that. Going back to concealers, because it's like that quote by T.S. Eliot about, we shall not cease from exploration, and at the end of all our exploring, we find ourselves back where we started, but know the place for the first time. Love that quote. But, I mentioned about concealers being a constant source of, just curiosity and investigation. I've come back to these. These are the Maybelline Age Eraser. I use one that's a brightener, and the other one I believe is called Honey. Oh no, number 7, I think that's Honey. Or it could be Light Sand. But anyway, number 7 and number 5. And these are the ones, that have that little spongy top. And for me, they are just the right texture and thickness of concealer. I do like the Lancome. I've mentioned it many times. And also the Joa products, Joa concealers. And they're very similar, I think, to this one. But again, I've really gone back to something that's a lighter concealer, and I found that those are perfect. And getting the full range of color is why I ordered those from the States, because I wanted that brightener, which is a kind of a light color. I don't know whether I can show you these. I will do this because it's kind of cool. Now that's the brightener, you can see. And the other one is, well, in your skin, whatever your skin tone is, the brightener is kind of a universal color, but this one is the sand, or I don't know what color exactly this is, but you can see it's more of a neutral color that just blends really beautifully with this blend, with the brightener. So those are my choices for right now for concealer. And it is kind of, like I said, returning to where I started, because I used these years and years ago. Okay, I found a couple of really cool cream blushes. And this one I bought from a company called Glambot, and they were having a big sale, and I think this was like 30 or 40% off. It's the Fenty cream, and upside down. And the reason I chose this is I've been looking at this for a long time as I went into the shops. I'd never really decided to invest that much in a prime. I think this cost about $16, but it's regularly more than double that. But this is the color, which is called, I have to make sure I get this right. It's Petal Poppin'. And I had been looking at this for a while and really, really loved it. It's just a really pretty color. It's the cream. I mean, honestly, these Fenty products are gorgeous, I must admit. But you can see the color is just my color, and I've got it on today. I really, really love it. Petal Poppin' Fenty. That was the first cream that I found. And then there was another cream blush. This one, Stila. The Stila one is called, I think it's in Petunia. Just a second. It's Sheer Petunia. The box is pretty too, but that's the color. And you'll see a theme here. This is definitely another really pretty stick blush. You see, it's really pretty. I should have put, I will put out, yes, you can see the difference there. There's the Fenty and there's the Stila. And I would say, actually, to be honest, that they're both very, very similar. They're sheer. Both of them actually say sheer. And they've got that kind of texture where you can blend in beautifully. And it just, looks so, so natural. That's the Fenty. The Stila I do like, though. It's a little bit darker, and sometimes if you want a little pop on your cheeks, that's a good choice. Okay, I discovered or rediscovered Wet n Wild. We have a shop in town that's just actually started to sell these, but I did want this so much I ordered it from the States. It's the new bronzer. It's Color Icon Wet n Wild. I think this is the color Sunset Surprise. And the reason I chose this is that it's very much like the Flower Beauty Sunrise. And it's got that kind of, I'll just put it on my finger so you can see. Actually, I've got it on my skin. I do have it on today. This one here, which is it's very light brown, is very similar to the Charlotte Tilbury, what's it called? You know, the highlighter and bronzer together. Hollywood Filter, I think it's called. But it's really a nice bronzer. And Wet n Wild is so affordable. It's like, this was under $5. So I really, really love that bronzer and happy that I ordered it. It's huge, actually. I don't know how I'm ever going to use that. But Wet n Wild does some very nice powders. I don't think I've got anything else with Wet n Wild in this collection, but I actually did purchase some an eyeshadow palette too. I think it was called Camouflage, Camouflage. I think it was a greeny, browny taupey palette, one of those 5 pans, but really, really nice. So let me dig in here a bit further. Oh, I did actually order another Evelyn product, and Evelyn is from Poland. I actually bought this from my local company too, because I've discovered that the powders from Evelyn are amazing, and this is a powder, a setting powder. And it was under $5, again, very affordable drugstore. You can get Evelyn products in the States as well. And I purchased this because under my eyes, sometimes I do know that it's useful to just sort of gently tap with powder. Nowhere else on my skin, I keep my skin now pretty, you know, radiant and glowy, but under the eyes, just to hold that little bit of cream and concealer together. That was the Evelyn. I've got some lipsticks. Okay, these are cool. Most of you know that, well, you know about Essence Cosmetics, and most of you know probably about their lip glosses, which are, you know, kind of iconic. I mean, everybody talks about them, and they're just like brilliant. And they are, again, under $3 or $4. This one is called Shine Shine, and it's clear. It's a totally clear gloss, and you know, it's just, I mean, honestly, so simple, so affordable, so good. And that's the one that's the clear one. And you can actually see a little bit of color because I put it over my other color lipsticks sometimes. But they've got some new ones that I picked up. And again, they're same prices. This one is, let me make sure I get the name of this one right. It's like a taupey, well, it's a champagne-y color. It looks really pretty with coral colors. And I'll just see if I can find the, as I said, I will definitely put some of the names, at least, of these products in the section below. This one's called Gold Dust, and it's really, really pretty. And I always usually just used a sheer gloss, but that's really nice. But this is really cute. This is like a purple color, and it's called Purple Rain. And I saw this, another blogger mentioned this particular color when she was doing like a mauve look, which is actually what I've got on today. So I should probably do this just to show you. If I can find my mirror somewhere here. Okay, I'll just do it without the mirror. And it's purple. And okay, can you see the color? I mean, the thing about glosses is you really almost cannot see the color, but this has just that little tint of purple. I really, really like it. And so that's the Essence lipsticks that I discovered. I'm going to look for my mirror because here it is. I wanted to just make sure that didn't go smudging over my lips. It felt like they're so sumptuous and you know, creamy. And yes, it's okay. But actually, that's very pretty. I like the Purple Rain gloss. Now let's go on. I've got a few more things here. What have I got? Oh, here actually, I found the Wet n Wild palette I bought. And this is the one that's called Camouflage, or this is actually another one. It's called Walking on Eggshells. This is a cool little palette. And again, they're under, I think, $6, and you can get them everywhere. I'll show you the colors on here. Actually, this is the second time I bought this because I somehow lost the other one, but it's just a super easy to use, you know, range of colors. This is such a pretty color. Can you see? Well, it's hard to see if I put it too close, but it's really nice, and I'll put it next to the lip. But as a topper shade on your eyes, it's really nice. And again, you can take it anywhere. It's easy to travel with, and I love it. One more eyeshadow palette, which I picked up, which I really love. I probably should have put this on today because I'm experimenting with it. It's an Essence product again. You'll notice a lot of my things are drugstore. And the reason for that is I don't like to spend a ton of money on makeup. And when I try to look for these things in Europe, I don't find them. So I have to order them from abroad, from the States. But this one is called Roma. which is a European city, obviously, in Italy. But it's got beautiful colors. I'll just try to show you this without the mirror so that it doesn't glare at you. But, okay, there you go. Isn't that pretty? I just love this. I love this beautiful turquoise and this, it's like a green that goes with it. I can't quite describe it. It's a warm palette, really, to be honest. You can use this as your base. You've got some darker colors for the, well, this one too, for the contour for the lid if you want to put that on. This is a fabulous brown. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? It's not like that, usually that dark chocolate that is so dark you cannot work with it, but this is perfect on the outer edges of your eye. And it's got some light colors too for under the eyebrow. It's a really cool little palette. And it was an Essence product, of course, so I think it was $8.95. So it was again very, very affordable and just fun when you can get a nice little eyeshadow palette and play with it and enjoy it. And know that you didn't spend $50 on it. You know, and the quality of Essence shadows, honestly, first class, in my opinion. What else have I got in here? Oh, I've got what is this? Oh, I've got some other lipsticks, and these ones are from Golden Rose, which is interesting because I ordered these they're from Turkey, as part of my, remember the Makeup Around the World series that I was doing, and I got a couple of colors, and then I couldn't find the other ones here in Europe. So I thought, oh, I'll just look on Amazon, and they were there. And I love these lipsticks. They're so smooth. They are the stylo shape, which is, in my opinion, the best way to apply lipstick. I'll just put this on if I can. I don't need these might even be the same color because I like them so much. I think they've got numbers on them. That's 07, that one. And this one is 10. So this is a different color. Oh yeah, this is a lot lighter. I remember this one now. But I'll try to show you these if you can. The top there. This is the number 10, and that's the number 7. That's all the shade, the Fenty. But you can see the colors are my favorites, and these are the kind of lipsticks I actually keep them in my bag, and that you can apply them without even looking in a mirror. You just go, you know, and your lips are hydrated and colored in a really pretty way. Nothing too dramatic. I love those, and I think I've got 2 more things to share with you. Oh yes, this is a cool lipstick from Catrice. It's called Power Plumping Gel. It's a lipstick that came in a new series of like plumping lipsticks. They don't plump in the sense that they don't make your lips buzz or you know, but the color was so pretty. And again, it's one of those lipsticks for spring and summer that is just, you know, just lovely. And not a lot of lining or anything. You can just put them on. And that was a really fun one too to find. Let's see, what else have I got? One more thing that's really unusual. I found it on a website. I think it was, I'm not sure whether it was in the States or somewhere online, but I love Max Factor products. And I've got a foundation that I have 3 of them because I love them so much. They were discontinued about 5 to 6 years ago, and I just immediately went out and bought any one that I could find. It's the Magic Elixir foundation. I've mentioned it before. It comes in a pump. It's beautiful, and they still sell foundations and primers in that pump, so you'll actually recognize it at a Max Factor counter. But I found this oldie but goodie pan stick. Can you see? Pan stick. I mean, this must have been like 20 years old or longer. But Max Factor, you know, was like a historical, traditional makeup company. And I thought, oh, I'll just buy that. It was $3. And I remembered reading a story. I don't know whether it's Max Factor, but I was reading that Dolly Parton loves pan stick, and I think it could be this one. I don't know if this is whether it was Max Factor or Revlon or one of those, but it is so good. I mean, I have never, I must admit, had used Tom Ford or any of those really beautiful stick foundations, but look at this. This one is in the color. I'll tell you the color because it kind of surprised me when I read it. I think it was something like Cool Ivory. And just a second, I'll look, because you wouldn't think to pick it out by the name, Bisque Ivory. And normally I would never choose an ivory foundation, but this is so sweet. And I did actually wear it the other day. No, I haven't got it on today. I'm gonna just, it's so funky. It's so old school. I don't know if you can actually see this because it's so much my skin color, but it's amazing. It's so, I'm gonna try to just cover that little age spot there. Actually, that's a really good test of it. I think I'll just put a little bit more all over my hand. I've got little age spots. Oh, I think it disappeared there, just covering it. Can you see that? Oh, it's still there, but you can see. It's such a lovely foundation. And yeah, so I think that pan stick was a good investment. I really, really like it. You can see on my arm how much difference that is. It's really cool. Anywho, I just wanted to show you that last one because, you know, it's like sometimes, as again, I said, going back to the old things and the things that you've loved years ago is the best way to go. I think that's it from my little box of tricks. Oh, what's this one? Oh, no, I mustn't forget this. This is the new MAC mascara. Now, this is a mini version of it. It's called MAC Stack. And many people are saying, oh, this is like the revival of MAC because this is what they do best. And when I went into the store to get it, they didn't have any of the large in shop. I did buy this locally. And they said, no, we have the mini only. And I thought, oh, that's okay. I think the mini was like 16 francs, or that would be about maybe 12 pounds, $15. But it's really, really cool. Now, I'm not wearing it today. And I'm not going to put it on because it's got a very, very unique, it's not natural. It's like a little plastic spiral. But when you put it on, you really see it. It's super dark. It's super thickening. And I actually do recommend it. I mean, it's not my favorite. I must be honest. My very favorite mascara is the one I'm wearing today, which is the Rare Beauty. And I love Rare Beauty mascara. I just do. But this is actually, I'm going to wear it some more, maybe do a little test and give you some feedback. Very cool packaging. It's, you know, they do that right. But I like MAC. I love their lipsticks and that's all. And eyeshadows. I've had a little bit of experience, but this is kind of cool. The MAC Stack. And that is it. That's all the goodies that I purchased. I hope that you found this fun and enjoyable. I get excited about makeup because I just think it allows me to have fun and shine and just, you know, just feel on the outside like I do on the inside. You know, this is a beautiful life that we have been given and we can celebrate it with or without makeup. It doesn't matter. But for me, I love it. And I hope that you do too. And if you probably do, if you've stayed through the 20 minutes of the video. But thank you again for all of your support and love. And if you have any favorites that you think I should pick up from the States or anywhere that you've found them, please let me know. And any favorites that you think would like me to try. And I look forward to hearing your comments about the video and about the products I'm showing you, whether you've tried them. And I look forward to seeing you all again in the future. Have a really fabulous day. Go out and shine. Take care.